The Committee for State Security, KGB, was not only the main intelligence and security agency of the Soviet Union, but also a powerful organization engaged in secret operations worldwide. Since its establishment in 1954, the KGB was actively involved in intelligence activities in the United States and European countries, conducting operations that undermined trust in Western states and manipulated information in its favor. Against the backdrop of the Cold War, when the world was divided into two opposing blocs, many KGB operations had a conspiratorial nature, sometimes remaining hidden from the public to conceal the real goals and scale of the intelligence activities. In the 1960s-70s, when Soviet intelligence sought to infiltrate Western intelligence agencies, the KGB spared no effort. One of the most famous operations was the creation of entire networks of agents working not only in government institutions, but also within the highest circles of Western elites. Through carefully planned manipulations and recruitment, Soviet spies infiltrated crucial structures. Rumors about the KGB controlling or manipulating not only governments, but also large corporations are still actively discussed among conspiracy theorists. KGB operations in the US and Europe became the subject of much speculation and conspiracy theories. There is a belief that KGB agents were involved not only in gathering information, but also in influencing elections, political decisions, and social movements in these countries. Some claim that the KGB supported various left-wing movements and actively worked with revolutionary groups in the West as part of their plan to weaken capitalist systems. Psychological influence and manipulation of people's minds were key elements of these operations. Many Western societies were convinced that the USSR used propaganda and manipulation to create instability in NATO countries. One of the most mysterious and controversial operations involves the possible infiltration of KGB spies into high ranks of the US government. According to some conspiracy theories, the KGB kept constant surveillance over American political decisions, possibly even with the aim of influencing critical moments in both domestic and foreign policy. Rumors that Soviet intelligence might have controlled influential figures in the US government create assumptions that important decisions were made under external influence that ordinary citizens had no knowledge of. One of the most famous and successful spies working for the KGB was Alan Fox, an American citizen recruited in the early 1960s. The operation involving him sparked a wave of rumors and speculations. Some theories suggest that Fox could have been part of a more complex operation aimed at using secret military data to create covert alliances with other countries under Soviet control. In this context, Fox's role is seen not just as the transfer of secret documents, but as part of a long-term strategy to interfere in U.S. politics and strengthen the USSR's position on the international stage. Another important agent was Richard Sorge, who was recruited in the 1950s. His activities in Europe, according to some experts, were not limited to gathering information about NATO. In conspiracy circles, rumors circulate that he could have also been part of an operation manipulating the international political situation, influencing diplomatic relations between Western countries. These theories are fueled by the fact that the Soviet Union had an extensive network of agents and operatives in high positions in Western governments, engaged not only in espionage but also in subversive activities. Moreover, against the backdrop of the ongoing spy war in Europe, the KGB tried to infiltrate various international organizations and even the media industry. Some claim that Soviet intelligence used its connections in Western media to spread disinformation and create false narratives about the internal politics of the US and Europe. These theories explore how the KGB manipulated public opinion, creating situations that influenced political events and processes in Western countries. Conspiracy theories also play an important role in discussions about KGB operations when it comes to alleged attempts to interfere in elections or organize mass protest movements. According to some theories, Soviet intelligence could have organized protests against Western governments, manipulating public discontent and creating an opportunity for communist influence. However, all these theories are often questioned and require further investigation. While there is no confirmed evidence of large-scale conspiratorial operations by the KGB in the US and Europe, Soviet espionage activities left a mark on the history of international relations. The secret operations of the KGB became an integral part of the Cold War, and even years later, questions about the real role of the KGB in international events continue to stir the minds of those interested in conspiracy theories.